Hello guys, it is Jead and Footies is less than a week away. It's getting serious time now, but EA could ruin it with this one thing that we're going to talk about based on what came out yesterday with the Summer Stars promo. On top of that, of course, we have got big leagues coming for especially SBCs this week, as we spoke about yesterday. And then finally, we're going to talk about the FIFA 17 and FIFA 14 FUT revival. If you have not seen that already, where have you been? That is a huge talking point. So let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So I hope you are having a fantastic weekend so far. Summer Stars dropped yesterday. If you were on the stream yesterday, you probably know a lot of what we're going to be talking about today, because there's some things that were great, but there's a lot of things that are very disappointing, which for this week, it's fine. It depends how it works with footies, because footies is now the big one thing we're all excited for. But boys, what do you think about the England-France game later? Does Mbappe scam a golden boot in a game that doesn't really matter? I'm probably not even watching it. I'm probably going to go to the gym instead. And I recommend you guys do what you want to do, but to be honest, it's going to be a shocking game. We're all there for the World Cup final tomorrow, which could also be a shocking game because Spain are so boring to watch. Shout out my Spanish guys, but you guys are so boring, man, because you're a good team. That is why. But let's start with SBCs yesterday. With Friday content, you guys know, Friday content, there's a lot to talk about. And there's a lot of stuff that's not worth doing, a lot of stuff that's worth doing. We don't know what to do, where to put our coins, fodder, all that stuff, right? And yesterday was similar. When content dropped, I was quite happy with a lot of things. And we used a lot of the new cards as well, including the new Elise card. We got Summer Stars Challenge 1. Again, if you're on low budget, getting a rare gold pack for free is nice. It's tradable. We also got the 1 of 3 84 plus Summer Tournament Nations player pick. The reason I'm including this here is I think this is a pretty good player pick. It is 4 rare golds. You get a 1 of 3 84 plus. Just know the pack weight on this promo, of course, for the high-end cards, isn't the best. And that's what I want to talk about today. But that is there. It's not awful. I still recommend doing the 84 times 2. To be honest, I think it's better. The other SBCs we got, every other SBC we have completed. So the first one being Michael Elise. Now we'll go and check out this card in the team because we used him yesterday for 5 games of champs. We're 5-0 in champs. Please don't fact check that. We're just 5-0. Take my word for it. Rapid, technical, low dribbling ticky. 5-star, 5-star. I have seen a lot online, a lot on Twitter, about how this guy is stiff or doesn't move too well. I always judge cards myself before using other people's opinions. I think this guy is really, really good at cam. Just know that he's 6 foot and he does not move like a 5'8" Vitina. He doesn't, right? He doesn't turn like that. He has a different style of dribbling. He's one of those taller dribblers. He has Tech Plus, which is really, really nice. There's one huge thing I noticed when using this card, which I didn't like, which is no finesse shot plus. If you're going to use this guy at cam, there are so many opportunities to curl on top bins on both feet because he's 5-star weak foot. And to be honest, he's just really depressing. He has low driven instead. So maybe as a shadow striker, getting into the box, he'll actually play a little bit better. But just know, I used him in champs, 7 goals, 2 assists in 6 games. I was not playing very well in those 6 games as well. And I really, really enjoyed using the Michael Elise card. He's coming in at about 400 to 500,000 coins. Fodder's moving up and down and all over the place with all the footies swaps at the minute. I think Michael Elise is good value. I do think he is because just with something like doing the save packs, I managed to complete him in about 10 minutes for free. And I think most of you guys could do that pretty easily this week. Considering that Footies is coming next week, SBCs and FOD is going to get a lot easier. I wouldn't stress about it. Yes, he's not the most agile, but I don't think he's the worst one in the world. The interesting one yesterday, which everyone seems to think was a glitch, and I don't think it was the Festival of Football Showdown final cards. This is the Grimaldo and Otamendi cards. Basically, these 2 SBCs, I never do these Showdown SBCs. If you guys watch the videos, I always moan about Showdown cards. They're just 2 full rare gold squads to complete. 2 full squads of rare gold cards. No rating requirements whatsoever. Of course, the main problem being both of the cards are crap. Yeah, everyone was saying to me, I think it's a mistake, right? EA often make these cards 85, 86 rated squads. I think basically they've realised for once, it's a World Cup final, it's nearly footies. You may as well give these cards out for free, which is what they've done, right? It's not 14,000 coins. Everyone will have the rare golds in the club. Grimaldo is by far the better card, and probably, for the actual value, is worth it. If this guy goes to a 95, is he the best card on the game? No, but he's a card that for 14,000 coins up for free is actually not too bad, right? Bruiser, Anticipate, Quick Step, doesn't have the best playstyles like on the white playstyles, and doesn't have the best stats, but with a +2, could be absolutely brilliant if you back Spain to win the World Cup and get in a 4th playstyle. Again, not the best cards. I don't know why they haven't done Lamine Yamal and Messi showdown. Just make it crazy as people getting hyped for footies. It's the World Cup, right? Once every 4 years. It wouldn't be weird to do that. But they went with Grimaldo and Otamendi instead. I'd do both of those SBCs because they're rare golds, but they're not great. And the other SBC, the last one that came, is probably the best one with Elise, that I think is definitely worth doing, is not the one of this one. The 1 of 4, 93 plus, FOF, Path to Glory, Glory Hunters, Phenoms, and Star Performers player pick. So many cards in that player pick, and all of them have the same card design. I don't know what you guys think with the card designs, but the Summers, like promos in general, EA made one card design, changed a few of the colours on it, and then give that for every promo, it feels like. It's actually shocking, but whatever. Basically, the reason I do this is there's some of the Path to Glory cards like Rodri, Bellingham, Saka. There's a lot of cards now, especially Path to Glory. I mean, Glory Hunters as well, Messi, Dembele and stuff, but especially Path to Glory. That are like those broken cards like Bellingham and Rodri. There's barely any supply of on the market. Yeah, you get it might even be 4 or 5 of these a day. I can't remember. But I would go and put your fodder into these. They're 2 squads. It's not that expensive to do. With the fodder grind right now, if you're not doing Elise, that's the best place to put your fodder. But of course, when we jump into leaks later, and you guys saw in yesterday's video, there's huge SBCs coming. I don't mind also saving fodder for those. But again, people keep asking me, should I save or should I use it now? With footies being so soon, we're at the point in the game, if there's a gamble SBC like this, just go and do it. Like, you're going to get unlimited fodder within probably, I'd say, 2 weeks. I'd say give it maybe 2.5, 3 weeks. But within, I would say 2 weeks, you're going to pretty much get unlimited fodder. Don't be stingy now and saving. Don't be saving coins. Don't be saving fodder. Because at that point, you may as well save for FC27. It is pointless. Go and do that. Do it as many times as possible. And let me know down below. Did anyone get anything decent from it? I opened all of them and got nothing. So I'm telling you guys to go and do it. And yeah, I got nothing. We've also got a new token store to talk about as well. Because of course, Friday, the reset. And the new Champs token store. That was what I wanted to talk about with EA probably ruining footies. I shouldn't say probably. I should say possibly. But you know what EA's like. They could really ruin footies with that. So we'll talk about that as well. We also got a new Evo in the Evo section like we normally do. It's 250,000 coins. I don't love it for the price. This is what I've been saying to you guys. Keep your coins for. I think having coins for these Evos is great. A lot of people are putting R9 into it with a few chains, but 82 passing isn't the one for me. You can make him 4 playstyle plus and probably make him 5 playstyle plus if you make him 3 playstyle plus before this and then give him rapid as a 5th. But you can make him 4 playstyle plus with the Humble Viking Evo. It's 250,000 coins. I wouldn't put R9 into it. I don't think the Evo's great. It's actually upvoted on FUTTIES things. And I think that's more because some of the change you can do. There's a Ronaldo one there that's expired. The best one I've seen that actually a lot of you guys might want to go and do. I imagine a lot of you guys have better Neymar chains than this, but just in case you don't, if you put Neymar into the little boy from Rosario Evo, which again, you guys might have used already, but say you still got it, right? You then put him into the Humble Viking, say you've already used your Unstoppable Forces from the Season Pass, and you can get this Neymar here, which again, I'm sure you can get better Neymar, like chains and cards then. But for just 2 Evos, to get a Neymar of 94, 96, 96, 96, 95 physical, obviously the 5-star, 5-star, but then also those playstyles as well, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And honestly, that little like combination of Evos we seem to find yesterday, that's not the worst thing in the world. If you go and grab Eusebio's Thunderstruck, I believe he fits. I know his base fits. You put him into the little boy from Rosario and then into the Humble Viking. That sort of combination of Evos, if you've got any cards like that, you get decent playstyles, decent all-round stats you can see there. Yes, they're not top level cards and get to 250,000 coin Evo, which is why I don't think it's very worth it. I don't think it's worth 250,000 coins, but the cards are not the worst. So go and have a look at some chains like that. I don't think it's the worst big Evo we've seen in a while. I just don't think it's the best either. And to be honest, the better Evos, again, like normal, we're in the token store. And we'll get to the token store after having a little look at objectives. The biggest talking point in my stream yesterday from so many people asking me, why is the objectives tournament not working? So in objectives yesterday, loads of content again, with it being Friday. One of them being the greatest show. It's a decent little objective to go and collect some nice star performer cards that, again, no one really cares about. But I guess it's cool to have them. They're free at the end of the day. You get some decent playstyle Evos, but you also get some of them that I think give Precision Header and Enforcer Plus. So, again, EA released those objectives. It's their own fault those playstyles don't work, right? And we're going to talk about playstyles more when we talk about the FIFA 14 and FIFA 17 revival coming later. But yeah, some footies tokens in there, which is nice. That's not the Evo anyone cared about, though. The Evo people, or not the Evo, but the objective people cared about was the Festival of Football, Ultimate Festival. There's so many festivals in this tournament, man. Festival. Basically the tournament objective, right? Tournament objective came out. The requirements were glitched. They are fixed now, though. So you get some nice stuff from this. And for the bonus, a 95 plus Summer Stars player pack, which again, when we talk into pack weight, isn't the best anyway. But it is there. It's not bad. Footies tokens for me being the main thing. Anytime I can get footies tokens on this game and I, not have to do as many swaps, SBCs with how much 91 rated cards are at the minute, that's a dub. And these objectives are not too hard to get. You can go and check, but it's like win 5 matches in the event, score goal. It's a standard objective, right? Bonus is a little bit harder. You have to win the tournament, but I'm sure it's not that bad and everyone could go and do it if they wanted to. Get some decent fodder packs, nothing crazy. Some of the objective evolutions, as always, are pretty decent, and it's definitely worth going and doing if you played champs this week. But basically, all that had happened was with the glitch, with standard EA fashion, something not working, in the Festival of Football Ultimate Festival event, which you have to win to then go and play the Ultimate Festival Tournament. That's how you have to go and do it, right? You have to win 3 matches in the event to go and play the tournament. Not too bad. But in this event here, it wanted 2 players from a certain group. It was like group 307. It was like the back end code for the card. And when you put the new Summer Stars cards in, it didn't work. As you can see, I'm not sure if the webcam's blocking it actually. So a little check. Yeah, the webcam is blocking it. Basically, as you can see now, if we jump to this screen, it's now fixed. It got fixed late last night. I believe it's when it got fixed. You can see the green tick where the webcam was. Any Festival of Football players in the squad, minimum 2, green tick. That basically wasn't working, and it is working now, which is brilliant. But it's a bit of a shame that EA had to wait. I think it was like 4 hours to fix. That should be something that's not in the game in the first place. That's not like I could back end code that. I'm pretty sure, and I used to code at A level, right? I think I could back end code that. It's not hard to just say use 2 of these cards in the squad. But saying that, I shouldn't be too harsh. It is fixed now. You can go and do it. But yeah, you weren't doing it wrong yesterday. It was just a glitch. But then the token store where we get the refreshed upgrades, but of course as well the FUT Champs token store, and that is where I'm going to talk about how EA could ruin footies, because it's how it ruined my stream yesterday. I'm getting sad thinking about it. But we got new rewards. We get for 150 tokens a 1 of 4 FOF Summer Stars players pick. There's also stuff you can't see here because I spunked all of my tokens on the packs and got absolutely nothing. Basically, there was a range of 150 to 250 token packs, stuff to try and get Summer Stars card, right? The standard footies token upgrade. I will just say right now, people are going to ask me, what's the best stuff for my tokens? And I can walk you right through it because we did so many on stream yesterday. I can walk you through exactly how you should spend your tokens and the best chance of packing things. It's going to go like this, right? We got new players, Porro, Trossard, Guimaraes. We got new Evos, these 2 here, which we'll look at. Basically, with tokens, if you want the players, if you want Porro, if you want Bruno, if you want Trossard, if you want to even get the icons from last week, Garincha and Blanc specifically, take those first. That is step 1. Step 2, go and have a look at these 2 Evos. One of them is a chain Evo. I believe it's this gearing up one. I think, no, gearing up's not the chain. There's one that you get 4 or 5 times. That's the one I'm trying to find. Gearing up goes to a 95. It's a +5 rated, which is not the best, by the way, but it's only 100 tokens, so it's not the worst. I think it's this one here. It's a chain. Yeah, repeatable times 4. Hitting your stride. Chain Evo. This one is brilliant. It's only 100 tokens, which, again, you might want to save for packs and things, but I think for a chain Evo that doesn't improve the rating, that is brilliant. It just does give some play styles as well. But if you're someone that likes doing Evos, go and check all of them. They are all worth it, right? All the Evos in this new token store, including the new 200 one, which I believe is a fullback Evo, they are all worth it, okay? If you need the cards. I know it sounds weird to say, but if you're someone that doesn't spend a while building Evos, then why go and spend tokens on Evos? So step 1 is players. If you want them, take them. I don't want any of them, so I went past that. Step 2 is Evos. I'm probably not going to use these Evos right now. I'm going to wait until footies. So for me, I avoided them, and I went straight to the packs. For the packs, and if you're looking for the best chance to pack Summer Stars, it doesn't matter. All the packs are like god awful, like so bad. I don't want to be a downer on it. I really don't. Obviously, go for the Summer Stars player pick. It's tradable. You can go for the actual pack where you get 5 of them. I know it's untradeable, but you got a better chance of getting something higher rated. I will just say it is all crap. It really is. The pack rate on these token packs was shocking. The only player I was even like close to taking was Bruno. He's got 90s in all stats. Beautiful, like beautiful playstyle plus. He's missing the odd playstyle with technical, quick step. You could argue low driven, and I guess anticipate as a more defensive centre mid. But honestly, his card does look really good. And if you're thinking, I'm going to take Bruno, 100%, I understand it. But 200 tokens, probably better than anything else you're going to get from the packs anyway. So I 100% understand taking Bruno. He doesn't get anywhere near any of my teams. I've got so many good central midfielders. I went for the packs, opened I think 1,100 tokens worth of packs. They are so bad, it's shocking. And that takes us on to the Champs token store. We got Smith, Francesco Conceição, and Palmer. All 3 of these cards to me are not worth taking. Yes, customizable playstyles, but not enough playstyles in the current state of the game. And also, the cards don't have like crazy stats. If you took any of these 3 cards, let me know. I think a few people yesterday's stream took the Cole Palmer card. He's 5-star, 5-star, and I get his perfect playstyles, but unless you're a Chelsea fan, that just, I don't know, it doesn't excite me. I think I've got cards that are better than this in like 1 Evo, right? It doesn't excite me at all. They're only 300 tokens, doesn't excite me at all. So you would think then we went with packs, and we did go with packs. We've actually spent 1,000 Champs tokens because we had 1,000 saved from the other week. We spent it on packs. Then we did some on share play, and we did some tradable packs. We did some of these 2 of 10s. We did some of these 10 times mixed. We did some of these 2 of 8s. I think we did maybe 1 of these 11 mixed. We might not have even done that pack, to be honest. We pretty much did all the high-end packs. And I think you can tell from where I'm going with this, they were not just bad. It was so bad that you were just seeing the same 3 or 4 players on repeat in the top of the packs. When it came to the player picks, you were just seeing the exact same players in the player pick. We got on stream yesterday, after about 3 hours of opening packs, I think we did about an hour of gameplay or hour and a half of gameplay, and nearly 3 hours of opening packs. We got 198 rated. It was Lionel Messi, and we didn't get him in a token pack. We got him in a store pack, and we did not open that many store packs whatsoever. We opened a lot of token packs, not a lot of store packs. If you're wondering, where do I spend my Champs tokens this week? I do think you spend them, which sounds weird to say after what I've just said, but I think that the footies one, I mean, you can say for footies, maybe EA completely revamp the champ store and make it so you get like a 11 times encore pack from players throughout the year for Evos or something. I don't know. But this week, no matter what you take, the tradable pick, the untradeable pick, the pack, it is so bad. I would take the 2 of 8, this one here, the 2 of 8 95 plus. It's got a rating on it and it's tradable. So out of everything, you're giving yourself the best odds. It's 800 tokens. You're probably going to get nothing good still. I think this is how EA could ruin footies, is if the pack weight is what it has been all year, which is what I call one-sided pack weight, right? Honestly, you guys like me, you are hyped for footies because footies is just creative mode on this game, right? And I think it's well needed before a new refresh of the game cycle with FC 27. If we're going for that Messi card, if we're going for Bellingham card, if we're going for Mbappe card, they should not be easy to pack by any stretch of the imagination. We opened 3 hours worth of packs and got the same cards on repeat yesterday to levels I have never seen before. And footies has a definite probability, a definite chance of being the exact same, where the 99 rated cards and the cards we're actually going for and the whole point of footies aren't even there. And I think if pack weight next week goes to what I'd call slop, where basically we just put this promo type in and you open a pack next week and you open 100 packs and all you get is a Laporte and a Siberi and then the rest of them being 96 and 95 rated cards. What's going to happen is fatigue with footies, like there's been fatigue with the rest of this game, where people open a couple of packs at the start of footies. Oh my God, unlimited pack grind, 10 times 85s. It's brilliant. It's amazing. If you're getting Shermanis and Kobles on repeat, there's only so much that people can take where they go, I'm checked out. Like, people would rather open 5 packs and get 1 good card than open 100 packs and get 1 good card. Don't make the pack grind unlimited, but then just completely nuke the pack weights. It doesn't matter anyway. And I've got a really worried feeling that's what's going to happen with footies, which might not sound like a big issue. Normally they change it for footies. Normally the pack weight's incredible. Normally we get the re-release and that is brilliant as well. And I really don't want to be a downer on it. Footies is one of my favorite times throughout the entire year. But with Phenoms coming out the week before this looks like to me Phenoms 2.0. And with that talk of FIFA 14 and FIFA 17, we're going to talk about when we jump into leaks. People would much rather go and play those games if you're going to make footies like Phenoms, like Summer Stars, at least from what I've seen so far. Now, I don't want to be a downer too much because we've got some huge, insane leaks coming. And if you've watched this, sat down with a coffee or a meal, and you think, fucking hell, this is depressing, right? I wanted to look forward to footies and everything. Not going to be too depressing. There is some really good stuff coming. One leak in particular that was very recent, very recent, that I am very happy for, which could also be affected by pack weight, which we will talk about. So let's jump into leaks. Let's jump into market. There's a lot of good stuff despite the, soreness of yesterday's pack weight. First of all, this is that tweet from EA Direct basically saying they messed up the squad requirements. A lot of you guys are thinking, you're doing something wrong. No, EA made a mistake. They have fixed it, as we've shown before with the tournament. You can now go and play that, get the 95 Summer Stars tournament pack Koble, log off the game, and log on to the Black Ops 2 port. Probably what's going to happen for a lot of people. But we're here to talk about what is coming in this week. Now, we know what SBC is coming today. It is Enzo Fernandez. But we've got Oyarzabal, Enzo, Zidane, and Cruyff all to come. Grimaldo, Otamendi, Elise came yesterday. We talked about Cruyff and Zidane a lot in yesterday's video, with them being fully grindable. And both of them, by the way, I don't know why they wouldn't, should have dates well into footies, which means even if you don't want to get them now, you can pretty much get a free Zidane and Cruyff because it should go into footies when we get the pack grind. And even if they don't get into your team, having a 97 Zidane and 97 Cruyff for quote-unquote free is still very nice. But today is that Enzo Fernando card. Power shot, ping, ticky, and incisive. Not the absolute best set of play styles, but definitely not the worst. He's got a 99 stat with passing, 98 stat in dribbling, which means he should hopefully feel nice on the ball with ticky, pinged, and incisive, and that passing and dribbling stats. And is just about 9 Galangang stats with that 90 defending. Again, if he's priced at 200, 300k and a bit cheaper than Elise, another SBC that I think will be great. And the SBC content for this promo looks brilliant. It's just that, the pack and the actual cards that we're trying to chase, which is normally the other way around. Normally the pack content is the big stuff. SBCs are crap. But this was the recent leak, which I think we could have guessed was coming. But you never know with EA, right? It might not have came, but this is coming, right? Basically, a World Cup winners team is coming to footies, similar to what we had with the 99 England Women's Euros team, where they all got 99 rated cards winning the tournament. Lamine Yamal, could be Messi, could be Spain, could be Argentina. A full 99 rated winners team is coming for the World Cup winners. This, even though the game is tomorrow, I think this will come with footies, right? Which is a bit weird to say, but basically, the women's team was actually worth it because it was packable with all the stuff coming in footies. What they might do is, they might bring it out on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it is, make it so they're in pack for 2 days, like every other winners team, and then just bring them back for footies. I could also see that happening as well. If that does happen, by the way, I can predict it for you now. They'll have really bad pack weight the entire time until EA start doing guaranteed winners packs, which they did last year with the women's cards, if you guys remember that in footies. But full 99 team for Argentina or a full 99 team for Spain would be very nice. It'll be brilliant to go and try and pack them, but just know, you guys have seen what the Stars, Summer Stars promo was like yesterday and me ranting about it. I don't think this is going to be any better in terms of pack weight. I don't think you're going to get them until at least 2 or 3 weeks into footies anyway. So although that is very hype, and although it is very cool, seeing a 99 Yamal, seeing the first 99 cards on this game, no matter who it is, with the McAllister as well, or the Ferran Torres SBC, I know a lot of us have got both of them. It is brilliant, and they should be coming as star performers cards, I'd imagine. Maybe and hopefully we get a new card type. That'd be pretty nice, because the star performers one's starting to get a bit boring now. But a full winners team is coming. We then got this, which is kind of looks to be an FC27 leak yesterday, which is the stage is set. Like, they're looking to be doing some FC27 stuff. And what is brilliant to me is that no one really cared. We really, we do care about FC27. I care about, what the game's going to be, because I'm going to be there playing it. I really, really hope it is brilliant. That looks to be something to do with FC27 and football, and it seems to be part of it. And I'm sure we'll start to get some trailers from FC27 based on this sort of Welcome to the House of Football stuff, right? That'll be where a lot of the trailers and stuff are filmed and all that good stuff. No one cared about that, because recently, I'm sure you guys have seen, and if you've not seen, you need to see, FIFA 17 and FIFA 14 FUT Revival. There is basically, if you've not seen, a team of devs working on FIFA 17, FIFA 14, and also they're starting to do FIFA 13 to revive the servers. Because the game infrastructure has never gone away, right? The game infrastructure is still there. Servers have gone down. They're trying to get the servers back online. So basically, we could all go back and play these games if you wanted to. Play against your friends, play online, play everything, right? The full functionality would be there. The only thing that wouldn't be there, of course, is like the promos and stuff. There would have to be like a different team to do that. It'd be very complicated. But the full functionality of gameplay, the cards, everything as it was back at the end of FIFA 14, the end of FIFA 17, the end of FIFA 13, you could go back on and probably, depends on how it's done, but probably access your old teams if you still had that account, right? Because it'd just be the servers getting reignited on a game that you already own. It's not like a completely new game. It's not like they're modding it. It's just bringing the servers back online. Now, why has this got so much hype? Mainly because people really like old FIFAs and nostalgia. I think part of it is if you've seen recently with the Black Ops 2 and the Black Ops 1 port, even if you don't play COD, basically those games have absolutely blown the new games, the new Black Ops games, out of the water in terms of player numbers. So I think this has kind of maybe sparked this even more so, with people now trying to revive these old FIFA games. And even if you didn't play these old games, right, even if you don't have this nostalgia and you don't care too much about it, I think if this became widely accessible and everyone jumped on, you would love to go back and play. Look at these screenshots. These are not like fake from back in the day. These are some of the devs working on it. Look at this FIFA 13 screenshot. The square cards, the green lines, the Ronaldo and Benzema and Kaká at Real Madrid, Sami Khedira there. Look at these menus, right? We'll try and play that video if we can. I'm going to make sure it's got no music on. Look at this one here. Look at that FIFA 13 menu. Even if you're new to the game and you didn't play, you can't tell me this is not beautiful to look at. Look at this. The old La Liga teams that used to dominate the games of all gold cards. The chemistry to 100. The rating system like that. Everything, right? Now, this has got a long way to go. It's not anywhere near being fully finished. I think it could take months and months and months to get a game fully working. But the reason I bring it up is because if it comes out at similar times to FC27, I think that'd be an even bigger problem for EA. A lot of the people that play this game, especially Ultimate Team, are a lot of the people that played in at least FIFA 17. Maybe not all of you guys played in FIFA 14, FIFA 13. You're not that old, right? You're not an unk like myself. But maybe you played FIFA 17 and you'll know the game was so much simpler. And I don't want to say, because I talk about this all the time, I don't think going back to FIFA 17 fixes the issue. But you've seen Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 have been up for well over a week now. And people are still loving those games a week and a bit later, because they are so good. It is nostalgia, but it's also the quality of games. So I do think that this is very worrying for EA. I wonder if they hit them with some sort of big lawsuit. I have no idea on the legality of this, and I think it's all fine. I think they're just trying to revive old servers, but you never know, right? EA could certainly do something if they wanted to. I don't know why they would, but this could be absolutely brilliant. I was making jokes about it the other day, saying, should we do trading videos on FIFA 14, FIFA 17, do a road to glory, 0 to 1 mil on FIFA 14? It'd be funny, right? We'd have to see what the game's actually going to look like, and we don't know. I assume everyone would just get given cards, and then there'd be a transfer market. Obviously, that'd be revived as well if the server's up and running. And I'm not sure how it'd actually work in practice. But are you guys excited? Let me know down below for a FIFA 17 and FIFA 14 FUT Revival. Not confirmed. The devs have said themselves, by the way. I'd recommend you go in the Discord here. If you go to this tweet, you can find the link to their Discord, and it puts you into this Discord here, where you can see all the screenshots and stuff they're working on. You can talk to them, ask questions. They've put a lot of FAQ and stuff in there about the legal disclaimers. Is this project for console? They've put loads of stuff in there. A lot of the questions you might already have, it's in there. And of course, while you're there, make sure you join the BigJead Discord. Link in the description. I'm beautiful at segues, man. I'm just brilliant. I'm meant for media. Do you know what I mean? No, but I recommend going in the Discord. It's honestly brilliant, boys. I'm really excited for it. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. I'm going to chill, wait and see what happens. Give the guys a follow on Twitter as well. See what happens to the project. Go and support them. Go and do what you can. Give them some ideas in the Discord. Although I've seen some people in the Discord asking for a season pass and a promo packs added to the games. So maybe don't go and do that if you're one of those guys. But nostalgia aside, we need to talk market and footies because it's nearly this time, boys. My favorite time of the game, the best re-release. Some people hate this, right? Some people hate the re-releases. I absolutely love them, but we need to talk market and re-release. So we got the cards out yesterday, Summer Stars cards, and as I said with the pack weight, it pretty much reflected in the player prices. This Chouameni card we used in game and was brilliant, and he's 40,000 coins, and he was 30,000 coins. Why is that? Because he's so easy to pack. However, the big cards like Mbappe are still 5 million coins because the pack weight is insanely, easy on the lower cards and insanely hard on the higher cards. So the really high cards are going to stay really high. The really low cards are going to go really low. And it's going to mean a brilliant opportunity if you are making coins on this game. Because what have I been saying the last few weeks? Lazy sell, lazy sell, lazy sell, right? Toby's put a new list in the Discord. You can go and check that out. What I'd recommend to you boys is go and find the most meta cards from this Summer Stars promo that are below 50,000 coins. They are going to be so good to lazy sell. Whenever there's super meta cards that are super cheap, which you've just seen there with Chouameni, even Wisset, I'm sure will be decent. Some of the goalkeepers, people are looking to try them out in game. Siberia's only 75k. Like I said, I'm sure Kobel will do really good. Even like cards like Manzambi, possibly. Lissandro Martinez, a Prem centre-back, could do really, really nice. Ismail Sarr for 40k. He is brilliant, lengthy. He can't play right mid, but could be great for lazy selling. You guys that have been lazy selling recently, now is the time, right? Those cards should be brilliant. But in terms of investing in those cards, I do think some of the bottom ones could do really, really well. And I'm sure there'll be some calls on that this week. Again, with what's coming with footies and re-release, can I just show you something why I've said don't touch meta cards? And again, you can probably, maybe make coins on them in the next day or two. But we're going to start getting re-release leaks very soon. Footies leaks very, very soon. And just as an example, to put this into perspective, when we got this batch 2 re-release, which is a random example from last year, look at Foot Birthday Ronaldinho. Imagine with Evos this year, that card would still be really expensive. And it was really expensive last year, right? Can you guess when the Footies re-release came out? You probably can. It is this one here. Thursday, he's 2.9 million. Obviously, Fridays, when the re-release comes out, so he goes to 2.4. He went from 2.9 to 900k across the weekend, right? To put that into perspective, go and take a look at any of your most expensive cards you have got in your club still. Maybe, for example, you've got a Path to Glory Jude Bellingham. This guy went down 2 million coins and dropped 2/3, if not a little bit more, in price. Say you had this Path to Glory Jude Bellingham, it's like him dropping to 1.3, 1.5 million coins. When we're talking about investing in cards, you go cheap cards if you're going to do it whatsoever, but I think you just stick to a lazy selling list and you just don't touch the high-end cards. You don't need to. More important topic when it comes to market and stuff is how to spend your coins on this game. And I've said this on stream or yesterday. I'll talk about this in stream until we go into footies as well on the Wednesday stream. Basically, save as many coins as you can for Evos and SBCs. Don't save coins and hoard them, but don't go and rinse them on store packs. Make sure you've got a decent supply of coins ready for SBCs and footies if you need them, ready for Evos in particular, because of course, SBC fodder you can get by doing the grind. You can't grind coins for Evos. It doesn't work like that. So make sure you save coins for Evos, but you do not need to be a hoarder, right? You don't need to be making millions and millions of coins into this last week. Lazy selling is still brilliant, and we can even do a 0 to 1 mil during footies just for a little bit of fun, because I don't think it's going to be too needed, but it will be a little bit of fun to see if we can still do it. So we'll still talk coins across footies, but just know, stick to lazy selling, stick to the cheap cards, stick to the simple stuff. Do not be investing too much in these 98 and 97 rated cards if you don't know what you're doing into this last week, because I know they've just come out, but imagine a card like Pau Kabasi, even this Pau Kabasi card, who's only 100k. Imagine he got leaked to being re-released in a couple of days. He would go, in re-release, I reckon, to about 20,000 coins. I think about 20,000 coins. He would be packed so common. So be very careful with it. All these cards, I mean, this was batch 2. It wasn't batch 1 last year. But if these cards are coming out, you can imagine what other cards are coming out in re-release. It shouldn't be these new cards, by the way, but you never know what EA are going to do with these new footies year on year. And because I forgot to mention it before, if you guys are looking to try out some of these new cards in game, I used a full team of them yesterday with a few of the expensive cards, a few of the cheap cards. There are only 2 that I really, really recommend going and trying. That is Chouameni, this 96 Chouameni CDM. Playstyles look very average, but something about him, he just played brilliant in game. For a cheap CDM, he's not the best on the game. And also Upamecano, very similar to Chouameni, not the best card on the game stats-wise, but played really, really well in game. I would try out both Chouameni and Upamecano, see what you think. I'm sure some of you guys will hate them. I used Erdegaard, didn't like him. I used Siberi, he was horrible. I used Sarr, and he was okay. But those 2, Chouameni and Upamecano, seem to be the cheap beast for this promo, from the ones that I've used anyway. I've not used the entire, promo. Right, boys, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Of course, once again, World Cup final is tomorrow. We did the predictions yesterday. We might do them again tomorrow to see if anyone can get that spot on. I wouldn't really watch the game today. France, England, that'll be an absolute doozer. I'm not watching that. But, boys, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all in a bizzle.